Today, I want to delve into higher studies programs which are supported by RBI once you get into it. A lot of students keep asking, sir, हमारा selection हो गया, अगर हमने काम करना शुरू कर दिया, does RBI help us in any way possible to support us in our ambition of higher studies? I want to do a master's degree, I want to do a PhD abroad, I have those ambitions, I have those desires. Will RBI help me in those desires, in fulfillment of those ambitions or not? Yes, it does. In order to understand this, I have divided this into three major divisions. So according to me, there are three major divisions to how RBI promotes higher studies amongst its employees. Let's get into them one by one. The first one is Golden Jubilee Scholarship Program. Now, this program offers financial assistance to RBI offers pursuing either higher studies or also specialized courses in one of the best universities in the world. For example, if you want to work in Oxford, Stanford, Princeton, then you can very well use this scholarship program. It's a very prestigious program, let me tell you that, and the application of this program goes directly to the governor and it is approved directly by the governor himself every year. As per my understanding, I might be not completely correct here, but as per my understanding and discussion with the present or previous RBI officers, there are about 5 seats or vacancies which are filled every year for this scholarship. It's a form of support. Now, what exactly is this scholarship? It's a form of support that RBI provides in order to encourage and facilitate educational pursuits amongst its officers. The following things can be covered or are covered in this Golden Jubilee Scholarship. First of all, the tuition fees, whatever you're required to pay for your PhD program or master's program. If you're selected in this scholarship, then the tuition fees is paid by RBI. The living expenses, if you're living abroad, if you have applied abroad for any kind of master's program or PhD and you are selected, all the living expenses are also taken care of by RBI. And the salary, the beautiful part is the salary for the time period of that PhD or a degree or whatever you're pursuing, that is also paid by RBI. So, it is assumed that you are working full time in that time period and you're paid a full salary. Okay. Now, you can avail of this opportunity of applying for Golden Jubilee Scholarship after completing 5 years in RBI. Number one, you have to also, number two, serve a bond. The period of that bond is approximately 5 years after you graduated from that university, completed that higher studies. Okay. So, these are the conditions, or this is the caveat that RBI puts in, and I think it's decent enough. I don't think they're putting a lot of conditions, and if you're selected, it's a very prestigious scholarship. If you're selected for this, it helps a lot. The second one is JAIIB, CAIIB. Now, this is not a higher study per se, but I want to nonetheless discuss this. In banks, JAIIB and CAIIB, other than RBI, JAIIB and CAIIB becomes a prerequisite for promotions at times, but not in RBI. In RBI, both JAIIB and CAIIB only help by increasing your pay. So, your basic pay increases by JAIIB by 2000 rupees, and if you're done with CAIIB, then your basic pay increases by another 2000 rupees. 2000 sounds less, but in your final pay, the number is higher because this increase is in your basic pay. So, in your final pay, the number increases up to 10,000 rupees, which is a decent amount of money, I believe. So, these exams are also worth preparing for. Now, these are not scholarships or anything, and RBI does not pay for any kind of tuition fee that you spend on completing JAIIB, CAIIB, but this kind of support that RBI provides if you're pursuing these degree or these professional certificate courses. Let's come to the next one, which is CFA program. RBI officers can participate in this exam and various other professional qualification based examinations. Now, RBI employees, if I talk specifically about CFA, because that is what I could find information about, that you are provided one-time assistance for the CFA program. What kind of assistance is provided in case of CFA? Registration fees is provided by the RBI. Whatever registration fees you have to pay for CFA is covered under this support, and all levels of CFA are also covered under this program. However, the coaching fees or the expenses of books that you will have to bear as a part of trying to complete this program, these are not covered under this program. Okay. And secondly, if you fail to clear the exam in first attempt, then you have to then pay from your own pocket for the next attempt. Now, this is meant to instill discipline and seriousness in candidates. There is no other reason, and it is also in line with the industry standard. Even in private organizations, companies, if the company is paying for your CFA, then automatically once you're done with it, or if you're not able to clear it in first attempt, then the company does not pay again. Then you have to pay it out of your own pocket. Okay. So this is the second one. This is the third one. The next one is sabbatical. Now, this is not a financial support per se, but it is a study leave, also called a sabbatical. It's a study leave. Then any officer in RBI can apply for, and while on this leave, any kind of tuition fees, living expenses, salary, they are not provided by RBI. Now, this is just a study leave that is provided to you, and there are no qualifications required, there is no examination, there are no limited seats. Whenever you want to go on a sabbatical or a study leave, you apply with RBI. RBI says, okay, we accept it. They can also reject it, of course. Then you apply again. If they accept it, you can go on that leave. You can study wherever you want. You will have to pay all the expenses related to studies while on that leave by or through your own pocket. And also, RBI will not provide you any kind of salary while you are on that leave. This is how study leave or sabbatical is different from Golden Jubilee scholarship. Okay. Now, the objective is clear. It's to enable officers to pursue higher education on their own in case they are not able to qualify under the Golden Jubilee scholarship. There is no bond period attached with sabbatical. That's a good thing, and therefore you can even after coming back from sabbatical, if you want to leave, you want to go somewhere else, you can do that as well. So these are the major supports that are provided by RBI for higher studies of its employees, of its officers. Golden Jubilee scholarship, as I said, is the most prestigious, but other than that, there are various other methods of taking some kind of support from RBI, whether it is in terms of time, whether it is in terms of money, so that you can pursue higher studies, so that you can increase your career prospects within RBI or even outside RBI. Now, all these extra things that you keep doing, higher studies wise, are also going to help you if you are, if you still keep working within RBI. They keep increasing your value within RBI because academic soundness always helps in a knowledge-based, research-based organization like RBI. So that's all from my side for today. I hope this small discussion on what kind of support RBI provides for your higher studies, for your ambitions once you've got selected into RBI is going to help you prepare better, prepare with a peace of mind, and also aim higher even when you've got into RBI. That's all. If you want to say anything, you can very well pen it down in the comment section below. I'll see you again. Till then, bye-bye.